Alright, here we go. Alright, so I was inspired by Miss Kachu because she started posting read aloud stories on YouTube, so I'm like, why not? So I know Tuesdays is our science day, and we haven't read this story called Cece Loves Science, Push and Pull. So we learned about pushes and pulls in the beginning of the year, right? Oh no. So let's begin. Cece Loves Science, Push and Pull. Cece and her friend Isaac walked to school. Cece pulled her dog Einstein in a wagon. Isaac kicked his soccer ball. Today was a special day. Mrs. Curry met them by the flagpole. Is Einstein ready for science class? Mrs. Curry asked. Making a connection. Mrs. Curry, that sounds like Marie Curry, right? Einstein hopped out of the wagon and barked, "Woof!" Einstein is excited, says Cece. Cece was excited too. Cece loves science. She could not wait to get started on a new experiment. I wonder what they're going to do. Today we will learn about push and pull, said Mrs. Curry. Do you remember what a push and a pull was? We learned it in the beginning of the year. These are forces, a force that move objects in different ways. Can anyone think of an example? Cece raised her hand. It's like when I pull Einstein in my wagon, she said. Is that a pull? Force, it's a push or a pull. So she's pulling Einstein. Nice. Isaac raised his hand too. When I kick my soccer ball, he said. Exactly, said Mrs. Curry. Now let's do our lab and see how these forces work. So it's just like when you guys play soccer outside, like Christopher and Jose and all of our friends and Ariana play soccer outside. When you kick something, it's also a force, right? Your mission is to make a treat dispenser for our special guest Einstein, said Mrs. Curry. Woof, barked Einstein. So a treat dispenser is a machine that gives a treat. So in this case, they're going to build a machine or some type of experiment to feed Einstein, right? That's the goal. Cece, Isaac, Sam, and Emily, like Emily from first grade, were on team 1. Daisy, Caroline, Jacob, and Zara were on team 2. Mrs. Curry gave them each the same materials. You need to use all of these items to solve the problem, she said. Each team had scissors, a ruler, tape, a pencil, a cardboard box, cardboard tubes, and a paper cup. They also had a toy dump truck, a marble, a string, dominoes, and some doggy treats. I wonder how they're going to use all the materials to build a treat dispenser. Cece, Isaac, Sam, and Emily studied the materials. What should we do first, said Isaac. I know, said Cece. We can build a ramp for a truck. So a ramp is like an incline. So she's thinking out loud. She's brainstorming, right? Just like what we do for writing. Yes, said Emily, and the truck can haul the marble up the ramp. This is going to be fun, said Sam. Woof, barked Einstein. Sam measured the cardboard box and he cut it into 3 flat pieces, one rectangle and two triangles. Oh, that's very similar to our water rocket, remember? We had to build the triangles. Emily taped the pieces together. Cece put the marble in the truck and pushed the truck up the ramp. Is she doing a force here? She's pushing the truck, right? I think so. When you push something, you are applying a force to it, said Mrs. Curry. In this experiment, your push is the force moving the truck up the ramp. Einstein put his paws on the counter. He pushed the hamster cage with his nose, and the hamster jumped off his wheel, landed on a ball, and rolled. His food bowl tipped over, splat. This looks like Einstein is also pushing, right? He's making a force. Einstein wagged his tail. Cece pulled him away from the counter. Einstein, Gus doesn't want to play with you, she said. Silly Einstein. What's next? Emily asked. We can build a tunnel with the marbles, said Cece. Emily and Sam taped the tubes together to make a tunnel. Cece flicked the marble. That means she kicked it off the truck. It rolled down the ramp and into the tunnel. The team watched the marble roll on the other side. Excellent, said Mrs. Curry. So they're finding a way to use all the materials, right? It looks like they're using force, all different types of forces. Einstein jumped up on the counter and put his paws on the counter again. He pressed his nose against the fish tank, and the tank slid across the counter. Water splashed out. Splash. Uh-oh. So he pushed the fish tank. I wonder if Luna would like that. I don't think so. Einstein said, Cece, sit. Maybe we can put a treat in the cup, said Emily. So when we push the cup over, the treat falls out, said Isaac. That will make him happy, said Sam. So they had a cup and they had doggy treats, right? And they're thinking of combining those two together. I wonder how it's all going to look. How do we use the dominoes? Asked Emily. I think the marble will push the dominoes, said Cece, if it rolls fast enough. And the dominoes will push the cup, said Sam. Oh, so all the materials are going to push each other, right? Interesting. The team lined everything up. Let's try it, said Cece. Woof, barked Einstein. So they asked the question, right? The ask was, how do we create a treat dispenser? And then if you use the engineering design, the next part is, do you remember? And right now it looks like they're in the create part, right? And it looks like they're about to test their experiment. Emily rolled the marble into the first domino. The first domino hit the second domino and pushed it over. The second domino pushed the third domino over. So does it work if they push the domino? I think so. When the last domino toppled, it hit the cup, and the cup tipped over. The treat fell. Einstein gobbled it. It worked, Isaac said. Looks like their first try worked. Awesome. Oh no, said Cece. What? Said Emily. We forgot to use the string, Cece said. Uh-oh. Sam shrugged. Any ideas? He said. Cece picked up the string. I wonder if it's strong enough to pull the truck. Because last time they were grabbing it, right? So they're thinking of using the string by pulling the truck. Let's test it, said Emily. She grabbed the other end of the string and pulled. It's like tug-of-war, right? Cece fell to the floor. Einstein licked her face. Cece giggled. I guess pulling can be a super strong force, right? Her team laughed. We can tie the string to the truck, said Emily, and pull the truck up the ramp. The team set up the experiment again. Cece pulled the truck up the ramp. Sam pushed the marble out of the truck, and the marble rolled through the tunnel. It pushed over the first domino. The last domino pushed the cup, and the treat flew out of the cup. So it looks all these forces and pulls. This time, Einstein caught the treat and gobbled it up. We did it, said Cece. Good job, everyone, said Mrs. Curry. When both teams had presented their push and pull treat dispensers. Nice. Woof, barked Einstein. I guess Einstein loves science too, said Isaac. That's silly. And treat, said Cece, hugging Einstein. Cece loved science, and she loved Einstein most of all, too. Awesome. The end. In the very back, we know that there's a what? A glossary. So it tells us, again, what force, the push, the pull, motion, and it tells you, if I kick the soccer ball, is that a push or a pull? Awesome. It's a push, right? And if I'm pulling the wagon, is that a push or a pull? A push. Awesome. If I'm pulling, if I'm playing tug of war, is that a push or a pull? A pull, right? Because I'm pulling on the string or the rope. Awesome. The end.